Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes. A rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will put total leather and will get started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Here's the pressure. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Second and long. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. What a start this would be. This crowd roaring to try to get an early 3 and out. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense feeling a bolt of energy from the crowd, trying to force a 3 and out. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
What a start this would be. This crowd roaring to try to get an early 3 and out. Looking to throw on third. Lets it fly. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Rush is on him. Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. There he goes. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Allen. And it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab. It's Tate. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Now from inside the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep
trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Sometimes you see play action for teams that don't really even run the football. I love how they run the football, set it up, next play, take the big shot down the field. The receiver makes the play, makes the catch, and runs it into the end zone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Pulls it in. It's Smith. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Shakes off the defender.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. On the move at the 30. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires left. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got the first down and more. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. On the ground, it's Singleton. Breaks into the open. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense and then he couldn't catch it.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Grab near the sticks, it's Tate. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Makes the catch. It's Smith. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Might be looking to run. He's open on the right. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Lowers those pads. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, better look out. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll try the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Penn State.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Caught to the sticks. It's Pena. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Leaves it with the running back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Ohio State.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Singleton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allard. Under fire.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, The defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Got a man. It's Singleton. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. Back to throw. It's Aller. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Corner's going to give them room. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Aller. Looking to scramble. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. To the air on first down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Under fire. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the 3rd quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Peoples. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Allard. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And he's out of bounds at the 2. Almost a pick 6, but they're set up on the doorstep.
Well, the good news is after that 2nd pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the 2nd half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the 2nd half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Ohio State.
How about this for starting field position? 1st and goal from the 2. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Handoff to the lone back. And some room to work. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Singleton. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Running back searching for a hole. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Gonna run it. It's Allen. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 11. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Allard. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. That's reeled in, it's Peoples. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Penn State, 28.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on third down. That's caught. It's Denmark. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They emptied the roster, put every receiver they had out there, it seemed, and they were able to pick up enough for the first down.
Yeah, when you do that with all that speed on the field, you spread it out. What do you got to do? Find the matchup. Find the speed advantage with one of my wide receivers. Get that good matchup. Get the easy first down.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Get set, get set.
Looking downfield, it's Aller. Pulls it in, it's Pena. Turning it on!
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. And those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. Breaks the tackle. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick handoff. He steps out of bounds, and that'll stop the clock. Great awareness there on that run. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll give it to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down.
3:25.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Let's see what they do on third down. Gets the back moving. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the ready.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. To the air, it's Allard. Fires to the right. It's complete. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Penn State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch at the 20. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a first down for the offense.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Now, Penn State.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.